Welcome to the Fishbowl Radio, everybody. My name is Chief, and joining me today is my main man, Juicy. How's it going, brother?
Oh, pretty good, man. It's going pretty good right now.
I know you got some big news in your life. I'd like to say congratulations on getting engaged, buddy.
Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Everybody in Fishbowl Radio, I'm engaged, man.
So, a lot of people have done engagements during Christmas time and stuff like that. I've seen about 7 or 8 of them. Different engagements at different spots in different areas. So it's been it's basically engagement season.
Yeah, it's not a shocker though. It's not as uncommon. It's kind of, chances are if you've been in a long relationship, you're probably gonna get engaged around Christmas time.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of understandable, and being one of those things, yep. I will walk that bridge one day. I will walk that bridge one day. All right. Well, we had enough engagement talk for the because if this was an engagement or what's that show called? Bridezilla's.
Bridezilla's, yeah.
Yeah. It's enough talk about wedding stuff. You're going to have plenty of conversation about wedding stuff in the future.
Yeah, I got about a whole year's worth of talk and planning for that.
Yeah. All right, let's kick off our top story here tonight. A UO Raging Cajun football player was removed from the roster after his arrest. Senior tight end Alex Allen has been removed from the Raging Cajun online roster following his arrest last weekend. According to Lafayette Police, Allen was arrested on second-degree battery charges on December 21st, and they have a report stating that Allen was involved in an altercation with a 24-year-old male at the corner of South Buchanan and Congress Street. The same report also states that the 24-year-old male was transported to a local hospital, but the extent of his injuries has not been made public. The university released the following statement regarding the incident. First and foremost, the thoughts of the university community are with the injured student and his family. Out of respect for the legal process, the university will not comment on the circumstances that led to the student-athlete's suspension. Allen appeared in 2 games for the Cajuns this season. He had 1 catch for no yards. So, Juicy, losing a player, he wasn't a big significant part of the Cajuns offense, so they're not going to be really missing him too much, it doesn't look like. So,
No.
But if you're a player for a football team and you see one of your guys kind of getting in trouble with the law and stuff, how would you approach a situation?
Well, if I knew they were getting in trouble with the law, I try. I guess it depends on the severity of the issue. If it's a little disagreement or a little petty crime, or I try to I take them under my wing, try to show them the right way. But if it's something serious, and in social media nowadays, it's pretty hard for everything to get missed nowadays. But I try to tell them, look, you got a spotlight on you. This is a whole new, you're not a kid no more. You got to grow up now. This ain't high school no more. Try to take them under my wing, teach them the right way. But there's only so much you can do for somebody if they don't want to help themselves.
Yeah, but
eventually you got to learn you just got to know that you tried all you can, I guess. Just wish the best for them.
Well, according to the report, it doesn't look like he had any previous incidences. This might have been a one-time thing. It looks like, according to the report.
Well, yeah, that's true too. But hey, I give Will credit. They decided they're not gonna play around with it.
Yeah, looks like Napier just said, "Look, we're gonna kick you off the team because we think this is the right thing to do at this time." And he might be able to rejoin the team, but he's a senior, so it'd be kind of really hard.
He's probably gonna transfer to if anything, be a junior college, or you'll get him another year eligibility at another little school. which would be more than likely what will happen to him.
But I mean, he had just graduated. I mean, you can get a graduate transfer. And
yeah, that'd be probably his only option is a graduate transfer right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was really like the details are very limited at this time. Like, it hasn't really been public what happened or who even got involved or anything like that.
It's too quick to assume nothing because we don't really know. Like you said, we don't know all the details yet.
Yeah, they're keeping the whole situation kind of tight-lipped about it. I mean, the university wasn't going to come in until like the legal process is finished, and then we would know more. But the legal process can take months, sometimes years, to get something resolved, depending on the severity.
On the severity of the crime.
Yeah, it would take a really long time for anybody, like even in this situation with everything. You got to wait on the courts, that stuff sorted out, and that could take, like I said, months or even years.
You're right about that.
All right, we're going to move on to our next topic here. LSU's running back, Edwards Helaire, is still mending. He was a no-show for media day. He's LSU's starting running back. Fear that he may have torn an ACL or hamstring or something like that. I think it was a hammy too, if I remember right. So he was a no-show today at the Peach Bowl Media Day, and the team's practice today. More signs that LSU's number one leading rusher could miss the playoff semifinal because of his hamstring injury. Jed Orgeron still holds out hope that Edwards Helaire, number 4 Oklahoma. However, his absence from the Media Day event, normally attended by all to be available for the game, may suggest the junior is a lone shot to play at the best.
Well, if anything, I think he'll. From what they were saying the other day, Coach O was. He's gonna be on a pretty limited pitch count.
Yeah, I could see that. But I think LSU's number 2 and number 3 running backs can still carry the load, even if he wasn't.
Like you said, I mean, Ty Davis Price, and then I can't remember the other running back's name, John Emery Jr. They both pretty.
Yeah, they are pretty good, but they don't have the experience that he has, though. I mean, that'd be one kind of downfall. You know, they might be just as equally talented as somebody, but you can't replace someone's experience out there on the football field when he's been playing it all year. He probably knows the system more in a live game action than the rest of the players.
The only good thing is those other backups spend time to kind of run snaps and try to get in sync with the rest of the offense, though.
Yeah, I mean, at least they've kind of gotten that out the way and done some of those, so that will really help them out.
Yeah, but a lot of people think it's going to be a runaway game, but I don't know. I mean, it could be. I'm not as confident as everybody else. I think it'll be a little bit tighter than what everybody says.
Yeah, this is interesting, but Oklahoma they're not coming in their full strength either. They got a couple of players out themselves.
They got like three starters out or something.
Yeah, so it's not going to be just a walk in the for Oklahoma to even win. All right, if you're looking at bowl games, Louisiana Tech defeated Miami, which I picked Miami to beat them 14 to nothing. Got a game about the.
I did not see that one coming.
So we picked up to Pittsburgh versus Eastern Michigan. I'm gonna go pull. I'm gonna. Wait, what? Pittsburgh and them haven't played yet. They're playing tonight at 8 o'clock. Well, it is 8 o'clock right now, so they are underway as we are talking right now. So let's see here. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to pull up my. Let's see my college Mania and see how well I'm doing, which it doesn't look too good even with.
Yeah, I'm not doing so well myself.
I'm probably around, I say almost 50%. I'm probably a little bit below 50% at the time, according to like the points and stuff like that. College Bowl Pick'em.
Bowl Pick'em.
Capital One Bowl Mania. All right, I'm at 47% because I just lost that because I was at 49 earlier today.
I'm 5-6.
I got Pittsburgh winning tonight. Okay, I got a game update score for y'all. It's 10-10 right now. Tied. 11:57 left to go in the second.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at too.
So, all right, Juicy, we're gonna pick the rest of these bowl games here. So, and then we'll come back. Like, we'll pick those semifinals, and then we'll do because they're this weekend. So we're gonna run through that real quick. We're going to say the semifinal games for last since that makes the most sense. Right now, the average of my score right now, I've got 87 points, okay? Possible points remaining for me to be scored is 643. So, I mean, that's pretty good. The best, there's someone that hasn't missed any games so far. He has 357. And the average so far is 95 points. So, all right, we're going to start this off here. Number 14, Michigan versus number 13, Alabama.
Where you at?
I'll just name them and you just give me your pick. Because we got a lot of games to cover. And we got some more stuff to talk about, so we got to keep it moving.
Alabama for sure.
Yeah, I think Alabama, they're going to come with a vengeance this bowl game. I don't see Michigan being able to handle them, which I hope they win because I got them as my 39 points of confidence here.
Alabama said they had a couple starters that weren't playing, but I don't think it's going to matter too much.
Yeah. Boston College versus number 21, Cincinnati.
I got Boston College.
I got Cincinnati winning this. I think they're going to get the job done. Southern Miss versus Tulane. I got Tulane winning.
Yeah, I think Tulane will win that game.
Ohio versus Nevada. I got Nevada picking up the win.
Ohio versus Nevada? I think I'll go with Ohio, actually.
Okay. All right. Indiana versus Tennessee. I got Indiana.
I'm going to give the nod to Tennessee.
Okay. We're going against each other a lot, apparently. Florida State versus Arizona State. I'm going with Arizona State.
You know what? I think I'll agree with you. I like Herm Edwards.
Yeah.
He's got going on over there.
Number 18, Minnesota versus number 12, Auburn. I'm picking Auburn.
I got Auburn as well.
All right. Number 11, Utah versus Texas. I got Utah winning this one.
Yeah, give me Utah.
I'm just not impressed with Texas this year at all.
But don't count out Texas. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked either if they won that one. Wyoming versus Georgia State. I got Georgia State winning this.
I'm going to take Wyoming.
All right. Number 23, Navy versus Kansas State. I got Navy.
I'm going to take Kansas State.
Okay. Virginia Tech versus Kentucky.
Give me Kentucky.
I got Virginia Tech winning this one.
Dang, all these opposite takes.
Number 9, Florida versus Virginia. I got number 24, Virginia. I got Florida.
Yeah, I think that's an easy pick. I'll go with Florida.
Cal versus Illinois. I got Cal winning it.
I agree with you on that one, buddy. I got Cal.
All right. Number 25, Oklahoma State versus Texas A&M. I got Oklahoma State winning this one.
I'm going to go with Texas A&M on this one.
And I'm shocked, right? Mississippi State versus Louisville. I got Louisville.
Yeah, give me Louisville as well.
Western Kentucky versus Western Michigan. I got Western Kentucky.
Yeah, I like Western Kentucky.
All right, number 17, Memphis versus number 10, Penn State. I got Penn State winning this game.
I got Penn State by a pretty easy margin.
Number 15, Notre Dame taking on Iowa State. I got the I can't think. The Irish. I got the Irish.
got the Cyclone with it.
Okay, Air Force versus Washington State. I got Air Force winning this.
I'm going to go with Washington State.
North Carolina versus Temple. I got Temple winning.
I'm going to go with Mac Brown. Give me North Carolina.
All right. Number 22 USC versus number 16 Iowa. Give me Iowa.
Iowa.
Michigan State versus Wake Forest. I got Wake Forest winning this one.
Yeah, give me the Deacons.
All right. Game update. We got Eastern Michigan just pulled ahead of Pittsburgh, 17-10.
Oh, I picked Pittsburgh. Come on, Eastern Michigan.
All right. The Louisiana Raging Cajuns versus Miami, Ohio. I got the Cajuns.
Yeah, I'll take the Raging Cajuns also.
Number 6, Oregon versus number 8, Wisconsin. I got Oregon.
Yeah, give me Oregon. I think Justin Herbert's done a lot better.
Number 5, Georgia versus number 7, Baylor. Give me them Bulldogs of Georgia.
Yeah, I'll take Georgia. That one's tough.
All right, we're ready for some semifinal picks. Who's ready for that?
Picks, whoop, whoop.
All right, we're going to start this one off. Number 3, Clemson versus number 2, Ohio State. I'm picking the Tigers of Clemson.
You're going to go with the Tigers.
Yep.
Let me look at it on here. You know, from the start I said Ohio State, so I'm going to stick and ride Ohio State.
Okay. LSU, number 1 LSU versus number 4 Oklahoma. Give me them
I'm really
bye.
shocked at the point spread on this one, though.
Yeah, it is a pretty big shocker,
I know
actually.
they have starters missing Oklahoma. They're 14-point favorites, LSU.
Yeah.
Give me the Tigers.
Give me the Bayou Bengals of in Baton Rouge, LSU.
Everybody put them in, oh my God, he picked Oklahoma.
The shock moment, but I don't have. I have LSU and Clemson in my final, which I will not reveal because we're going to do a show later on, closer to the national championship game in January. So, and then we're going to have some NFC stuff to talk about and AFC stuff and NFL playoffs. And speaking,
LSU and Ohio State for my national championship pick again.
all right, so. Speaking of NFL, okay, all right, all y'all who-dats out there that are listening here to the Fishbowl Radio right now, we got a scenario that we're going to present to y'all. Unfortunately for the Saints, the Packers beat the Vikings this past weekend.
So the number 1 seed doesn't look very likely, but we still can do a bit of hope for the Vikings.
Yeah, there is a chance here. All right, here. The full seeding as of the post Monday Night Football on Monday. The San Francisco 49ers are the number 1 seed. Green Bay Packers are the number 2 seed. And the New Orleans Saints are the number 3 seed right now.
You all have the same record.
Yeah. If this seeding holds, the Saints will host the Vikings in a wild card game. And the only seed locked in at the present time is Minnesota at number 6.
And an interesting tidbit is that if the seeding holds, that the Saints would only be the 3rd team in history to be a 13-3 number 3 team.
Last 13-3 seed was a number 3 seed was in 2011 when the Saints were the odd team out. The 49ers had the tiebreaker over the Saints that season based on conference win percentage. But what puts the 49ers over them this year is the fact that the 49ers beat the Saints head-to-head.
The Saints should have.
Yeah.
But we can at least salvage a bye week if all Seattle has to do is beat San Francisco, and of course the Saints got to take care of their own business.
Alright, here's what needs to happen for the Saints to actually gain a number 1 seed. It's not impossible for them to get the number 1 seed.
But
okay.
only gives them a 10% chance of getting the number 1 seed.
Look, this looks very likely.
Tell me there's a chance.
Yeah, there is a chance. Okay, the first thing that needs to happen, the Seahawks need to beat the 49ers. The big game for everybody that's a Saints fan to watch is on Sunday night between the 49ers and the Seahawks, and the Saints fans should cheer for Seattle. If Seattle wins, the Saints bump up to number 2, and the Seahawks fall to number 3, and the 49ers will fall to number 5. But if the 49ers win, San Francisco gets number 1 seed with a 13-3 record. So the reason the Saints would move to number 2 with a Seahawks win is because New Orleans could have a 13-3 record, while both Seattle and San Fran both have 12-4 records.
Green Bay would be a number 1 seed if they win.
They give the 49ers a 55% chance of winning that game, but that looks like the most likely thing that would go in the Saints' favor. Now this one is going to be pretty far-fetched. The Lions beating the Packers.
I know they've had some Saints fans that they would buy the Lions quarterback a new vehicle if they beat the Packers.
Yeah, that's actually one of our stories on our Fishbowl Radio Facebook page. You can click on the link there and read the article there. We got it all linked up for you right there.
There's always a chance because Arizona pulled the upset last week on Seattle, and I never expected that.
Yeah, this league's kind of unpredictable at times. Yeah, there is only one way for the Saints to get number 1 seed. That is if the Seahawks beat the 49ers and the Packers lose to the Lions. That's assuming the Saints end up the Carolina Panthers.
Saints first must get a business, or else ain't none of that matters.
So if the Saints would lose to the Panthers, there's no chance the Saints would get the number 1 seed at all. They would stay at number 3 though. So I mean, like,
number 2 seed would still be pretty slim pickings too.
Yeah. So the whole thing would have to be, just do your job and you can get the job done, So the Packers need.
Finish bowl and Saints fan. When it's just at least getting a bye. I'm not too confident in the 1 seed.
So okay, the highest seed if the. Let's see. What if the Saints lose to the Panthers? Is it impossible for number 1? No, it's not. It's not possible at all. The highest seed the Saints can get with a Week 17 loss is the number 2 seed. Several games are in play to determine the Saints seeding in that scenario, including the 49ers versus Seahawks, Packers versus Lions, and the Bears versus the Vikings. Okay, y'all stick with me here because it's going to get kind of confusing. Okay, here's ways for the Saints to get it. There's 2 ways if the Saints were to lose, how they would get number 2 seed. The Packers would have to win, Seahawks win, and the Vikings win. Here's the other way. Packers win, Seahawks win, Bears win.
And this is the Saints lose?
That's if the Saints lose.
Oh, that's just for them to get a bye week.
Yeah.
Well, all 3 of those are still possible if the Saints lose.
Yeah.
I can see all 3 of them winning.
Yeah, so here's what they look like. Here's all the number 3 scenarios for the Saints. Packers win, 49ers win, Bears win. Packers win, 49ers win. Vikings win. Okay, I'm kind of losing track here. Lions win, Seahawks win, Bears win. Lions win, Seahawks win, Vikings win. Lions win, 49ers win, Vikings win. Lions win, 49ers win, Bears win. That's all number 3 seed. So that said, the Packers need to beat the Lions for the Saints to have a shot at number 2 seed, but there are 2 scenarios where the Saints can get stuck with the number 3 seed even if the Packers win. So basically, you need the 49ers to lose for the Saints to have a shot at number 2 seed.
Bye week. Well, it looks like we're just going to be getting a bye week. That's more than likely what's going to happen.
But here's the question though: would you rather travel to Lambeau Field or would you rather travel to the 49ers?
I'd rather go to San Francisco because Lambeau Field is cold.
Yeah, they'll be freezing their butts off over there.
I know the Saints don't do that well on the road, so if they don't get a bye week, that means they have to go on the road twice. If they do, then they only have to go on the road once. So the less games they go on the road, the better off they are.
Yeah, it would be really difficult for the Saints to go up there to Lambeau Field and actually be able to win.
If the Saints get the number 3 seed, I don't think they're going to get to this. They don't have no shot at the Super Bowl because their road record ain't that good in the postseason.
Yeah, like that's when the cream of the crop gets played. I think the Saints need to have at least one game in the Dome to have a shot at the Super Bowl.
Well, they already got one game in the Dome, but it's not the divisional round.
Well, I'm talking like they need to have I think 2 games in the Dome is what I'm trying to say. Because I forgot about the wild card thing. But that's not even the Saints. They can avoid a whole game. I think avoiding a whole game completely that could happen for the Saints or any team possible.
Let's get their home field advantage. They can still use the bye week.
Yeah. So either way, even if they would have to travel to, play.
But so San Francisco and having the number 1 seed wouldn't not that if Green Bay seed it wouldn't be except for the fact the Saints would have to travel to Lambeau for the NFC Championship game. But
all right, here's some more good news to talk about here. The Tigers play 16 players on the LSWA All Louisiana teams. LSU led all state schools in the Louisiana Sports Writer Association All Louisiana team. They had 16 selection, 11 team. Offensive lineman Lloyd Cushenberry and Damian Lewis were selected to the first team. Quarterback receivers Justin Jefferson and J. Martin Chase also earned spots. Running back Clyde Edwards Eclair rounded out the first team selection. Tigers offense on the Rashard Lawrence, linebacker Kate Chasson, and safety Grant. Safety Grant Delpit and cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. were also recognized on the first team. So, the coach of the year, Ed Orgeron. Offensive player of the year, LSU, Joe Burrow. Offensive player of the year was Amik Robertson, Louisiana Tech. Newcomer of the year, Kevin Moore, the third. Nichols. Freshman of the year, Derek Stingley Jr., LSU.
Next year, Derek Stingley's going to be playing receiver and cornerback next year.
That's going to be an interesting, not something you think about too much with college football too much. One player playing both sides of the ball.
Coach O had promised his dad that he'd play him on both sides of the ball his second year and his third year. All
right, on the flip side, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns had 9 members of the Louisiana football team recognized for their efforts during the 2019, where they earned spots on the Louisiana Sports Writer Association All Louisiana teams. Of those 9 selections, Kevin Dotson, Robert Hunt, Elijah Mitchell, Boudreaux, Bry Burns, and Raymond Colley earned first-team honors, while Jamarcus Bradley and Hill were named to the second team. Joe Dillon rounded out the team honorees for the spot on the men team.
The quarterback didn't get recognized?
The quarterback? Nope.
Levi Lewis?
No, Levi Lewis did not make the list.
Oh.
During the season, Dotson was one of the 3 back-to-back selections on this year's LSWA team and recently earned his 51st start on the offensive line against 7th. During the season, he helped pave the way for a Louisiana ground attack, which ranked 2nd nationally in yards per carry, 6.3 nationally in rushing touchdowns, 7th nationally in rushing yards per game, and 5th nationally in total rushing yards, 449. So the Cajuns, the 2019 Sunbelt West Division champion, Raging Cajuns, the 2019 season against the MAC champions, the 21st annual Lending Tree Bowl on Monday. For the primetime matchup in Mobile is slated for 6:30 on ESPN.
Last bowl game before the national championship game.
Yep. So it's been a busy this bowl season. We're all done.
They're getting a long break.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long break before we even start getting into that. I wonder how long of a playoff that would actually lay off for the players and stuff. They'll probably come out rusty a little bit because it's been over a month. It's been a month since you played. Like
I know
this,
Billy Napier had let him go home or whatever for like a couple of weeks from when I was reading the article the other day
yeah.
because of the long break.
All right, well, anything else you want to add, Juicy?
I want to know who is your early Super Bowl pick right now.
Early Super Bowl pick. If it isn't the Saints,
With anybody, okay, so a team that's not named the Saints, who would be your early Super Bowl pick?
right now, looking at it, I've been impressed with the Ravens and how they've been able to, just kind of seem like kind of manhandle everybody, which is kind of crazy to me. The Ravens looked really good, but I mean, them being number one seed in the AFC, they've been very good this whole entire year. And Lamar Jackson, he's probably going to end up winning MVP this year. So I would have to say the Ravens on the AFC side. NFC side, I'm going to keep the Saints out of it to try to be as non-biased as you possibly can. So if I was looking at like who would be the greatest threat, I think San Francisco is kind of like, they haven't been as dominant lately.
Not really. They kind of slipped.
They've kind of been sliding down, so whether that be due to injuries or whatever the reason is, but I think Seattle can make a run for it.
That's what I was going to say, too.
I think Seattle has a good shot at making a run deep in the playoffs. I don't think a lot of people are focusing on Green Bay and San Francisco.
Aaron Rodgers, the offense ain't really been that good this year for Green Bay.
Yeah. Aaron Jones has finally turned it up this year for Green Bay's offense.
But, if you have to ask me who my pick's going to be, as much as everybody talks about Lamar Jackson and the AFC and all that, I'm going to go with old reliable, we all know, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick always. I know everybody wants to sleep on them, but I say don't ever count them out because it's still Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
Yeah, that's
Anybody's been through more playoffs, battle tested throughout their time, it's definitely been.
I don't know. I feel like the Patriots are they're going to take a down year this year, in regards to what they're normally used to.
They might, but if anybody's done been through this playoff run that many times, we all know that they know what it's like.
Yeah, that is true. All right, well, that's all the time we got here on the Fishbowl Radio for this episode this week. We're going to come back next week sometime and give you all another episode. The world of sports is constantly changing. We've tried to be the leader in LSU, Raging Cajun, athletics, as much as giving you all the most information that we possibly can. I plan on doing something on the Raging Cajun basketball team once we wrap up the Raging Cajun football schedule. I know, and talk about some Pelicans basketball. So it's going to be, yeah, the Pelicans ain't looking too good this year. They are, but we're going to give them some, we're going to see how they're not doing too good this year. So, yeah, they might have to be part of the college football roast, even though they're not a college football team.
Yeah, we gotta wait till the bowl season's over for the roast.
Yeah, we will do the roast like we do every single year, and it's kind of funny. So, I'm gonna try to write some jokes more. Let's kind of pick 5 teams who I think needs to be like just roasted this year. All right, well, that's it. For everybody here at the Fishbowl Radio, my name is Chief. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we hope to see y'all again next week. Juicy, any goodbye words you want to say?
Just hope everybody had a safe Christmas, and hope everybody has a happy New Year as well.
All right, Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see y'all in 2020 because we are out of here.